When it comes to portable AirPlay 2 speakers that are relatively affordable, I don't think many exist. Back in 2019, we did a video comparing the Bose portable home speaker and Sonos Move, and those were two very good portable speakers that were not only Bluetooth, but also had AirPlay 2 capabilities. The Sonos Move is one that I use quite a bit still to this day, but if there was one complaint, it's that it's not the lightest thing to lug around the house or on a road trip. This time, Sonos is back with an even smaller, cheaper speaker, and man, this thing sounds so good for the size. The Sonos Roam starts off at $169, which again isn't super cheap. There are plenty of other Bluetooth speakers out there, but I'm willing to bet a lot of them don't have AirPlay 2, sound this good, or are built this well with a waterproof certification, and also come with the full-fledged suite of Sonos features like multi-room listening over Wi-Fi. The Roam comes in this familiar looking style. It's very similar to a lot of the construction of other speakers from Sonos, like the Sonos Move that I mentioned earlier, but in a smaller, rounded, triangle-like form factor. It's incredibly lightweight, but it does feel very solid and premium, not cheap. There are some buttons located on the Roam for media playback, like play, pause, turn off microphones for the included Alexa or Google Voice Assistant support, and the ability to manually switch from Wi-Fi playback to Bluetooth connectivity for whenever you might be away from your home's Wi-Fi network. You can also charge the Roam via a USB-C cable, or you can use a very similar charging cradle that came with the Sonos Move, but unfortunately, the wireless charging cradle for the Roam is a separate purchase this time around. The good news is the battery is rated at up to around 10 hours of media playback, so you won't need to be charging all too often. Now, that waterproof certification that I talked about earlier, it's an IP67 certification, which means that it can withstand water up to 3 feet deep for 30 minutes. If you have this guy on the deck near a pool or something, you don't need to worry about water splashing and ruining the speaker. The Roam is also drop resistant, though I'm pretty sure that graded area might scratch or dent, so I'd still be pretty careful. There's so much versatility to this speaker. You can stand it up vertically to keep that footprint at a minimum, or you can lay it down horizontally for better sound quality and stability. Some other quick features that I want to mention before I talked about the convenience of AirPlay 2, and you do get that with this speaker, which is really nice. You can simply send music from your Apple devices in just a few short seconds, just a couple of taps on your iPhone, and you have it sent to your Sonos Roam. The speaker can also be set up as an Alexa or Google Home compatible smart speaker, and the Sonos app gives you access to even more features like Sonos Radio and EQ adjustments, or TruePlay tuning. Now, TruePlay adapts the speaker to your environment for the best sound quality possible. And speaking of sound quality, I don't really have a way to show you on camera, and every time that I do try to do some sort of sound test, you all just say it's pointless, and so just take my word for it, or pick one up and try it for yourself. It's really, really good. It is a little larger than a HomePod mini, so it does have a little bit more space to work with, providing some great low end, but it's just the type of sound quality and experience that I would expect out of a Sonos product. Now, full disclosure, yes, Sonos did send this out for us to review, but the first moment I heard about the speaker being dropped a few weeks ago, I actually purchased one already. I'm just a big fan of what Sonos has to offer. I'm already integrated into that ecosystem, and having something this portable is something that I've wanted for a little bit of time now. It's all subjective, you might not agree, and that's totally fine, but for those wondering if this is something that you should pick up, I'd say go for it, especially if you want AirPlay 2 and this level of sound quality in this little form factor. It's a great speaker. If you want more sound, you can actually buy two of them and stereo pair them together, or connect it to any Sonos speaker that you have in the house for more expansion options. But of course, I'd love to know your thoughts on the Sonos Roam in the comments down below. This has been Dan with Mac Rumors. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you around in the next video.